Hello and welcome again to another video on Some Dutch Wargamer. My name is Ricardo and today I will be talking to you about a tournament that I visited this weekend, and I'm making some Elysian thingies. So, yeah, I visited the Dutch GT tournament from the Alliance Open. And the Alliance Open, they one by one, they're just great guys to talk to. They're great guys to hang around with, and they have set up a great tournament. So what did they set up? The tournament that they held was 120 people. No more, no less. There were the 120 players, and yeah, the way they arranged it, the way they kept the motivation going, just even in front of the tournament with posting some stuff, posting the, they even made videos for the missions, which I really liked. It keeps you going. Doesn't keep you going. Yeah, it does, but it keeps you even more motivated to go to the tournament, because yeah, it's just good to see what you need to do and the way they put it up. If you have not do not know the Alliance Open yet, I will put up a link in the description below, and you just need to visit those guys. They are doing an awesome job. The way the tournament is arranged, it's in the basement of an hotel, and it's a big basement with two separate rooms. One is for the tournament, which did hold 120 40k players, and there were some players for Lord of the Rings, but I didn't pay too much attention to it because I'm with 40k. Oh, it fades. But yeah, to keep it short, I will go over the battles I played. And first battle I had that I played was against Faiz again. The first GT that I visited was against Faiz, and then he had a Space Marine list with Girly Man and that kind of stuff. But this time he brought a Harlequin list. And to go over my list, the list that I had, I was playing guard, obviously. I played with Catachans, a brigade of Catachans, 2 company commanders, 1 Primarch Psyker, 2 tank commanders, because tanks are awesome. As troops, I just had 6 stock infantry squads, 3 scout sentinels with autocannons, 1 Minerstorm priest, 1 sergeant hawker, and 1, what was the other elite? Oh, the astropath. Yeah, that's my list in short. No, the heavy sport, I had 2 Morleyman Russes and 2 Wyverns. And as support, I had a Night Warden. And the list did okay. I held the Harlequins back, and yeah, Harlequin bike list. So much insane movement, so much insane minuses to hit. Man, it was just not getting through. And in the first 3 turns, I thought he had me, but then I came back with my tanks, and they did great in demolishing the bikes. And afterwards he was going for high tactics, but when he started to hide his bikes, it was already too late. He had so many points. and in the last turn he showed up and took some more objectives, and the objectives were worth more points. And I just didn't have the mobility anymore to go in. The thing he did good was he was demolishing my wyverns, and my wyverns were my strong point to that army, and my tanks were. But the tanks, he didn't get through that easily. But yeah, the thing is, I was just lacking the mobility to get the points and to grab the objectives. My guardsmen are bubble wrap for the first 2 or 3 turns, and then I need to move them. But in the turn 2 or 3, most of them were dead, or they were still there as a bubble wrap, which I needed, because if I didn't have the bubble wrap, he would have totally wiped my ass. But it still was an awesome game. It was exciting till the end, even though I kinda knew that I was going to lose the battle. Never give up. You need to make it not easy for your opponent. That way, it's if you know you're the underdog in the battle, give him hell. Just give him hell. Make it hard for him. And that's what I tried to do for Faiz, and he won with tournament score of 15-5. And with that list against my list, I think that's an okay score to go into the next battle. Second battle I played was against Jasper. Oh man, I had a lot of fun with that guy. Yeah, we were in the same level with humor. Yeah, it was just fun. We were saying just, yeah, I'd say this. No, it was just fun. Let's keep it to that. He was playing with 2 Shadow Swords, and he was playing with 1 Stormlord. And I was really not happy to see that against me. Why? Because I have tanks, I have a knight, and they die if they see a Shadow Sword. But turns out my knight has the 4-up info for the Warlord trait. I paid a CP for it. And he has a 5-up info in close combat, which I paid a CP for also. And man, that thing just took the brunt of the damage. He was soaking it all, just soaking it. He did it for 2 turns, and in the 3rd turn it got destroyed by the Stormlord. But man, that thing in that battle, he was a man of the match, just soaking it all. And because he was soaking it and took the brunt of the damage and the attention of Jasper, I was able to move a bit with my Lemon Russes and demolish 2 Hellhounds, the Forgewell Hellhounds he had, and I was able to demolish one of his Shadow Swords. And then, yeah, it was a bit going my way. And afterwards, after 2-3 turns, it was going his way again, because he got his rolls. He demolished some of my, he demolished my knight. He was getting close with some other units. His psychic powers went off nicely, so he had a -1 to hit and a +1 to save, which I didn't really like, but It was the only thing that I could shoot at the moment, at that moment, because the rest was not viable. And he took advantage of that psychic stuff. Eventually, I even got to demolish the Stormlord also. And yeah, because he had so much super heavy vehicles, he did not have that much of support of infantry or whatever. And I think that is what won me the game. My infantry got up front, my scout sentinels got up front, and they took every objective they could. And I think that is the bit of the mobility that I need. Yeah, that's it. I just need that mobility. And it was a fun battle. It was exciting. Turns out I won that battle with, correct me if I'm wrong, but was it 14-6, Jasper? I don't know for sure, but I think it was a 14-6. But it was a fun game, fun guy to play against. Yeah, we just had a good chat afterwards. And guard versus guard is always good. Ooh, I glued my fingers together. Always fun, huh? Super glue. Third battle. I was playing against an English guy, Gene, from Liverpool. He had 3 knights. And his 3 knights were supported by some guard with mortars and a smash captain and the fiston, it's called, I don't know. And those knights, I just could not bring him down. He was taking all of his saves. He was just doing it. Even if I shot one of his knights, he rotated his iron shields, and I would fire everything on another knight. Didn't work. He was just taking everything. In I think turn 2 it was, or turn 3, I took down his knight with the Lemuros and the other Lemurusses. So 3 Lemurusses were firing on one knight. So you would think that a couple of Lemurusses would do some damage, right? Like I did 1 wound. Then I shot my Knight Warden into his knight. Did nothing. Then I charged my knight into his knight. You're guessing it. Did nothing. His knight just hit back. Done. My knight was done. I don't know what was happening, but the Emperor's light was not shining upon me. It was no. It was. It was. My morale was really sinking into my boots. The knight that I demolished got up with a stratagem because he was playing House Tyrannus, and yeah. The next turn, he just came in close. I had the standard Imperial parking lot. My bubble wrap was gone because they can stand a knight for 1 turn, but 2 turns is just a bit too much. And yeah, he came in, and I really got back into the game in that turn. Then his knights could do a bit of damage, but they didn't destroy a lot. They destroyed 1 wyvern, 1 was already destroyed, I think. And yeah, then it was my turn to fight back. I was firing a lot at his knights. I killed 1 by shooting. and I killed one in close combat. I did not have a lot of close combat units. That was in his turn, by the way, that I killed one of his knights in close combat. He charged me, and there were 2 units of infantry in front of my in front of my tanks. 1 unit of 4 and 1 unit of 1, so a lone sergeant. And the lone sergeant, the only black guy in my entire army, was the only one left standing because he killed 4 infantry, and that was it. So they were taking it, those guardsmen. I think they were angry or something, but yeah, they get a chance, or they were flexing muscle and they can take the brunt, right? And that night I had 1 wound. Hey, you can see it coming. That lone sergeant, the only black guy in my army, deserves a spot. He just deserves a statue. He killed a knight. Like, what? Oh man, that was awesome. And in my turn, I got back and destroyed one of his other knights, so he had just 1 left. But I was too much damaged. I could not return to the damage quickly enough that he did to me, and I could not score enough objectives. So again, I missed a bit of mobility. That was for day 1. So 2 losses, 1 win. But I didn't mind though the losses, or the win was good, was fun, had a fun game. But the losses too, also 2 great guys to play against, and I had a lot of fun with them. Yeah, it was a great day, even with the losses. Just playing against different armies that you normally don't play against. It was just fun. Day 2. I started off to play against Guard again. Close combat Guard, which I don't see a lot. Well, there was a Guard list with Bullgrins, squad of tank Crusaders, Strachan, Priest, lots of infantry, and some support Manticores with some other stuff with it. And turn 1 they came at me, and my Wyverns, they did a lot of damage into his infantry squads, but not enough. They were still coming. Turn 2, he had 3 assassins also. Turn 2, some assassins came in, or was it turn 3? I don't know. But a lot of my stuff got in close combat. And I saw it coming. There were 5 or 6 Bullgrins. And if I didn't destroy them, they would be hitting my tanks. His Crusaders already locked my one of my tanks in close combat. And it was just nasty. It was a big wall of nastiness just coming at me. What I did correctly there is also already bubble wrap, and I did that with infantry squads. Those infantry squads, they are priceless for bubble wrapping. They're just so good at doing that. And if you put your infantry squads a minimum of 4.5 inch away from your shooting units, that's the best tactic you can have. Just keep the enemy at bay at 4.5 inch so they cannot pile in into your units. And that's what I did. I pulled back, and with that pulling back, I got enough room to shoot all my tanks into everything. Just one tank not, because he was in close combat, he pulled back. But I I killed his Bullgrins, I killed his Crusaders, killed an infantry squad, killed everything, single thing of nastiness that was close to my tanks. And I got back in the game. I could use the mobility because I didn't need the bubble wrap anymore, or a lot more. My knight could go scour the battlefield or kill some stuff. And yeah, I won that battle with what was it? 15-5, I guess. Yeah, 15-5. It was a fun game. Fun guy to play against also. Oh, what's happening? His name is Guus. So Guus, thanks again for a great game. It really was fun to see close combat guard, how it works and how it does correctly, and that 2-up saves that you can give your Crusaders is just awesome. 2-up info save, because they have a storm shield, and with the psychic power you can give them you can add 1 to their saving throws. Awesome. Final battle, I played against Ruben, against his Tyranids, and there were some units that I didn't know yet. There is one, I don't know what it's called, but to me it looks like a big pimple that kind of moves, but it shoots a lot of nastiness and those spore mines. I don't know what's it called. He had 2 of them, and my knight just couldn't get in the entire battle. My knight just couldn't get through those spore mines because they're units, and I don't know, just couldn't get through. And those spore mines you cannot walk through, so I cannot get to his other units. And that's what he did all battle. He had a -1 because he was Younger Wonder or whatever it's called. I don't know. But yeah, he just played tactically good. Yeah, which I could not have any comments about. He was I was underestimating those pimples. And yeah, got back in the game a bit, but yeah, he just had the overhand from turn 1. 1 second. Well, the wife came in and she was sporting this evening outside boot camping. She's nuts. Oh, hi. Well, I was at the final battle. Yeah, well, I underestimated him, underestimated his needs, and yeah, he had board control. He was tactically playing good, and that's where I lost the battle. Great guy to play against. He was a really sporty guy. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, I just had fun. So it turns out 3 losses, 2 wins. Not bad, but compared to the first GT I went, you can see that the codexes are in. Everybody knows what they're doing with their armies. They are into 8th edition, and the tactics that I had then, yeah, they're just not good enough now. So I need to up my game. The thing I lack with my army right now is mobility. Just pure mobility. And I am not sure how I'm going to put that in to my army, but I am guessing I am going to use my legions for that, because they're awesome models. I want to have them put up correctly. They're not that much in points, and you can have board control quite quickly, and they have some nasty tactics with it. And that's why I'm making them now, because I want to have them maybe for next tournament already with the doubles. I'm not sure. Maybe not. But I just need mobility. And the thing is, if you have mobility, you have less firepower. And if you have firepower, you have less mobility. And that's what I need to find the best solution in. Or maybe just go full mobility. I don't know. I have some ideas to do that. I will talk you guys through it. Well, last thing I want to say, guys from the Alliance Open, you guys did an awesome job with the tournament. I think everybody had fun. If they didn't have fun, I guess that's up to them, but I had a great time. Thanks again. Thank you guys all for watching, and happy wargaming.